Ladies and gentlemen, in a world where love is often romanticized, many rush to call someone the one before truly understanding what that means. Love is not just about feelings. It is about foundation, stability, and a future that can withstand time. Before you give your heart completely, you must recognize the signs that separate a momentary connection from a lifelong partnership. Before you call them the one, make sure you are not just following your heart, but also using your mind. Love that lasts is built on awareness, patience, and the ability to recognize when someone is truly meant to walk beside you for a lifetime. In the journey of love, many people mistake infatuation for compatibility. The initial excitement of meeting someone new, the butterflies, the racing heart, and the overwhelming emotions can often cloud judgment. However, true compatibility is much deeper than fleeting attraction. It is the foundation upon which a lasting relationship is built. Compatibility is not just about how much you enjoy someone's company when everything is going well. It is about how you function together in the long run. Infatuation is often driven by chemistry, excitement, and idealized perceptions of a person. However, when the novelty wears off, what remains is what truly determines whether two people are suited for each other. To understand true compatibility, one must evaluate key aspects of the relationship. First, there is intellectual compatibility, the ability to engage in meaningful conversations, challenge each other's perspectives, and share common interests in learning and growing together. If one person values deep discussions while the other prefers surface-level interactions, misunderstandings and frustration may arise over time. Second, emotional compatibility plays a significant role. This is not just about being able to express love, but also about understanding and responding to each other's emotional needs. Can both partners handle disagreements maturely? Do they have similar emotional temperaments, or do they constantly struggle with mismatched expectations? True emotional compatibility allows for a balance where both individuals feel understood, valued, and emotionally secure. Another crucial aspect is lifestyle compatibility. Many relationships face turmoil not because of a lack of love, but because of fundamental differences in lifestyle choices. Does one partner enjoy an active social life while the other prefers solitude? Are their daily routines, work-life balance, and personal habits in sync, or do they cause frequent friction? While opposites can attract, significant differences in lifestyle can lead to exhaustion rather than harmony. Moral and value alignment is perhaps the most significant indicator of true compatibility. Do both individuals share similar ethical beliefs, life priorities, and visions for the future? It is possible to love someone deeply while realizing that their principles are vastly different from yours. If one partner values honesty above all else, while the other justifies dishonesty when convenient, conflicts will inevitably arise. The same applies to major life decisions. Views on marriage, family, finances, and personal ambitions should align to create a stable future. Lastly, compatibility is tested over time, not in the early stages of passion. Infatuation can make someone seem perfect, but true compatibility reveals itself in day-to-day life, in how two people solve problems together, support each other's goals, and handle adversity. A relationship built only on excitement will fade, but one based on real compatibility will endure. Before calling someone the one, take the time to look beyond the emotions. Love is not just about how you feel when you are with them. It is about whether your connection is strong enough to withstand the test of time. A successful and lasting relationship is not just about love. It is about emotional maturity and the willingness to grow together. Many relationships fall apart, not because the feelings fade, but because one or both partners lack the ability to handle challenges in a healthy way. Emotional maturity is the foundation of a strong partnership, and without it, even the deepest love can turn into frustration and disappointment. Emotional maturity means having self-awareness. the ability to understand one's emotions, triggers, and reactions. A person who lacks self-awareness may blame others for their feelings, react impulsively, or struggle with unresolved personal issues that spill into the relationship. On the other hand, an emotionally mature individual takes responsibility for their emotions and actions. They acknowledge their flaws, work on personal growth, and communicate openly rather than expecting their partner to fix their emotional struggles. Another key sign of emotional maturity is effective communication. Many conflicts in relationships arise not because of the problem itself, but because of how the issue is handled. Emotionally mature partners express their thoughts and feelings calmly, listen without defensiveness, and seek solutions rather than escalating conflicts. They do not resort to silent treatment, passive aggressiveness, or emotional manipulation. Instead, they practice empathy and respect, ensuring that both partners feel heard and valued. Equally important is the ability to handle disagreements constructively. No relationship is without conflict, but what matters is how those disagreements are managed. An emotionally mature person does not avoid difficult conversations or explode in anger when things do not go their way. Instead, they approach conflict with patience, seeking compromise and understanding, rather than trying to win an argument. They recognize that being in a relationship means working as a team, not as opponents. Emotional stability is another crucial aspect of maturity. A partner who is emotionally stable does not allow minor setbacks to disrupt the entire relationship. They do not create unnecessary drama, make impulsive decisions based on temporary emotions, or let their insecurities control their actions. Instead, they handle stress, disappointments, and frustrations with resilience. Emotional stability provides a sense of security in a relationship, ensuring that both partners can trust each other even during tough times. Beyond maturity, growth is essential. A truly strong relationship is one where both partners are committed to continuous improvement. Growth means learning from past mistakes, adapting to new challenges, and supporting each other's personal development. A mature partner does not resist change, but embraces it, knowing that evolving together strengthens the relationship. Emotional maturity and growth separate short-lived relationships from lifelong partnerships. Love alone is not enough. Both partners must be willing to communicate effectively, handle conflict with wisdom, and support each other's journey toward becoming better individuals. Without these qualities, even the most passionate love story can turn into a cycle of misunderstandings and unresolved tensions. Love is often portrayed as a force strong enough to conquer all obstacles. While love is important, it is not the only factor that determines the success of a long-term relationship. A strong partnership is built on shared values and a common life vision. Without these, even the most passionate relationship can struggle to survive in the face of real-world challenges. Values define who we are and what we stand for. They shape our decisions, guide our actions, and influence the way we see the world. When two people enter a relationship, their values become the foundation upon which their life together is built. If these values are misaligned, conflicts will arise and compromises will become difficult. One of the most important areas where values must align is morality and ethics. Every person has a unique moral compass that dictates what they believe is right and wrong. For example, if one person values honesty above all else, but the other believes that small lies are acceptable in certain situations, this fundamental difference can create tension. Over time, these opposing viewpoints can erode trust and lead to conflicts that are difficult to resolve. One of the most important areas where values must align is morality and ethics. Every person has a unique moral compass that dictates what they believe is right and wrong. For example, if one person values honesty above all else, but the other believes that small lies are acceptable in certain situations, this fundamental difference can create tension. Over time, these opposing viewpoints can erode trust and lead to conflicts that are difficult to resolve. Another key area is family and relationships. People have different expectations when it comes to marriage, children, and family involvement. Some individuals prioritize strong family ties and frequent gatherings, while others prefer independence and limited contact. If one partner wants a large family and the other does not want children, or if one values traditional gender roles while the other believes in an equal partnership, these differences can create deep divisions. A successful relationship requires clarity and agreement on these critical issues before long-term commitments are made. Career and financial priorities also play a major role in relationship compatibility. Some individuals are highly ambitious, willing to dedicate long hours to their professional growth, while others prioritize work-life balance and personal fulfillment. If one partner expects financial stability and careful budgeting, while the other prefers a more carefree approach to spending, conflicts over money may become a recurring issue. Discussions about career goals, financial planning, and long-term aspirations must be held early in the relationship to ensure alignment. Religious and spiritual beliefs can also significantly impact a relationship. For some, faith is a central part of life, influencing their decisions, daily routines, and parenting styles. If one partner is deeply religious while the other is not, they may face challenges in navigating traditions, celebrations, and moral perspectives. Respecting each other's beliefs is important, but for a relationship to thrive, both individuals must determine whether their differences can coexist without causing strain. Lastly, a shared vision for the future is crucial. Where do both partners see themselves in 5, 10, or 20 years? Do they both dream of traveling the world, or does one prefer a settled lifestyle in one place? Do they have similar retirement plans, goals for personal development, and aspirations for life experiences? A lack of alignment in these areas can lead to dissatisfaction, resentment, or feelings of being held back. While attraction and emotions bring people together, it is shared values and a common life vision that keep them together. A strong relationship is not just about love, it is about building a life that both partners find meaningful and fulfilling. In relationships, words can be powerful, but they mean little if they are not backed by consistent actions. Many people have fallen for beautiful promises only to realize later that those words were empty. True love and commitment are not proven by grand declarations or occasional romantic gestures, but by unwavering consistency over time. If someone claims to love you, but their actions do not align with their words, then their promises are nothing more than illusions. Consistency is what separates genuine commitment from temporary attraction. It is easy for someone to make promises in the heat of the moment, but only a person who truly values the relationship will follow through on those promises day after day. This applies to all aspects of a relationship, from the way they communicate to how they handle conflicts and keep commitments. A person who is serious about you will not only say they care, but will continuously show it through their actions. One of the first signs of consistency is reliability. A reliable partner is someone you can count on, no matter the situation. If they say they will call, they do. If they make plans, they follow through. They do not disappear when things get tough or when life becomes inconvenient. In contrast, an inconsistent person may shower you with attention one day and become distant the next. They may make promises they never intend to keep, leaving you uncertain about where you stand. Another key aspect of consistency is emotional stability. A partner who is emotionally consistent does not let their mood dictate the way they treat you. They do not go from being loving and affectionate one day to cold and indifferent the next without explanation. Emotional stability provides security in a relationship, ensuring that love and care remain steady regardless of external circumstances. If someone's behavior fluctuates wildly, leaving you feeling emotionally drained or anxious, it may be a sign that they are not truly committed. Consistency is also essential in conflict resolution. Every couple faces disagreements, but how a person handles conflict reveals their true character. A consistent partner does not change their principles depending on the situation. They do not resort to manipulation, emotional withdrawal, or sudden breakups whenever an argument arises. Instead, they approach conflict with maturity, seeking solutions rather than placing blame. If someone apologizes for a mistake but repeats the same behavior, their words lose meaning. Real change is shown through action, not just words of regret. Long-term commitment is built on consistency in effort. Relationships require ongoing work, not just occasional grand gestures. A committed partner makes an effort to nurture the relationship through small everyday actions, checking in on your well-being, remembering important details, and prioritizing quality time. Someone who is serious about the relationship will consistently invest time, energy, and effort, even when the initial excitement fades. Love without consistency is unreliable. True commitment is proven over time, through repeated actions that match a person's words. Before calling someone the one, observe their consistency. Because real love is not just about what is said in the moment, but what is demonstrated every single day. Before calling someone the one, it is crucial to look beyond emotions and carefully assess the foundation of the relationship. Love, while beautiful, is not enough to sustain a lifelong commitment without true compatibility, emotional maturity, shared values, and consistent action. A strong relationship is built on more than just attraction. It requires a deep connection where both partners understand and complement each other in meaningful ways. Emotional maturity ensures that conflicts are handled with wisdom and that both individuals grow together rather than drift apart. Shared values and a common vision for the future provide stability, preventing future conflicts over fundamental differences. And most importantly, consistency in actions and words proves that love is genuine, not just a fleeting emotion or an empty promise. Love that lasts is not just about how a person makes you feel in the moment, but about whether they truly align with you in the long run. Take the time to evaluate these signs carefully, because the one is not just someone who says they love you, but someone who proves it through their character, commitment, and the life they build with you every single day. Choose wisely, love intentionally, build a future that lasts.